Hey guys, what's going on? Megadan29 here, and I wanted to go over with you my pickups from the Southeast Game Exchange when I went there about a week ago in South Carolina. A lot of times people don't want to go to conventions because they're like, well, if they're just going to do it for eBay prices or something like that, then what's the point of going, right? There's a lot of reasons to go, but I'm going to give you the prices I paid versus what they use on pricecharting.com. That's kind of what I go by as price charting. I think that's what most people go by, so that's what I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go by. And I will tell you what it is on price charting, and I will tell you what I paid for it. But I'm going to do another video on my experiences and stuff, but basically, to sum it up quickly before we dive into the games and stuff, is you ever go to some place that that's highly anticipated and your expectations are like through the roof, right? This exceeded those expectations. So this was a fantastic convention. I hung around with a lot of really cool people, and I'll have another video that I'm going to make a collage of something, like just everything I experienced when I was there. This is just what I got and how much I paid for the stuff, and that's the whole point of this one. So there will be another video for that, like part 2 or something like that. But let's dive into what I got. So first off, I got a hack from BP Retropower, Brandon Price. Brandon Price is a really cool dude that I didn't know too much before I came to the convention, but I wanted to meet him there, and I was really glad I did. And so he was selling a whole bunch of hacks. He had like a Mario one, he had a Ghostbusters one, and he had this one that I've been wanting to play for a long time. And check this out. Splatterhouse for the Famicom. It's English translated, and it works on your US system. So I tried to stream it, and there's a story with this. So I tried to run it the other day, and I had problems. So I felt really bad because I was all saying, hey, thank you, Brandon, thank you for all this stuff, and then it goes and it doesn't work. So Brandon, I got a hold of him, and being the great guy he is, if you ever buy off of him, know that he is an awesome dude and he'll fix it. So he's sending me another one. He told me to try some stuff. It did not work. It did not work on my Retron. It didn't work. Just something wrong with the ROM. Apparently it's just my copy. Of course, I got that kind of luck. Really awesome. But I'm glad for all the other people that bought stuff that theirs is okay. So he's going to send me this, and he's going to send me the Ghostbusters one. And the Ghostbusters one is also the game that was on the Famicom, which is a super cool game. A lot cooler than the Ghostbusters games that we got. So he's sending me that next. And I paid $40 for this, and realistically I pretty much paid $20 because he's going to send me Ghostbusters for free, so it's almost like I paid $20 for both of them. So these go generally, they're on Etsy for like $35. Price charting, this is the only thing that's not on there. It doesn't have hacks on there or anything like that, so you got to kind of take them as is. But I like playing hacks because it's just something different. It feels like a new game, and it lets me play games like this game on my US version. And it's the same exact version. It's also English translated so that I can obviously read everything. So thank you, Brandon, and I look forward to getting Ghostbusters, and I will maybe do a video on that or something. I'm not sure, but I will for sure be streaming it. So first and foremost, that one came with a story. So to dive into what the stuff I paid for. Shadow of the Ninja. Shadow of the Ninja I paid $30 for. There's a little bit of label damage here, but Megadan doesn't really care about label damage too much, to an extent, because if it's not that bad, I don't really worry about it, because I'm here to play. I'm here to no death run, baby. I don't care too much about condition and things like that, unless it's really bad, but this is not really bad at all. And this game goes for $46.11 on price charting. I got it for 30 bucks. So I thought that was pretty good. I went ahead and got that, and I'll be streaming that soon. Another thing I got was Wolverine. This game goes for $14.40 on price charting. I got it for $10. Wolverine's a game I definitely want to try. I don't think it looks as bad as it's been given, being AVGN destroying it. So don't think it deserves that. The next two games I got were Danny Sullivan's Indie Heat and Godzilla. Andy Sullivan's Indie Heat goes for $18.99 on price charting, and Godzilla goes for $11.08. I got both of these games for $15 from Captain Retro. Captain Retro, thank you so much. I was at his booth, he hooked me up. I selected these two, he looked at them, he goes, 15 bucks. And after looking on price charting, dude hooked me up. So this game's a lot like the Iron Man Steel or whatever his name is with the truck game. So this is like an Indie Heat IndyCar game of the same type of game. And then there's Godzilla, who I think also gets a bad rap. And I'll check it out and see if it's really as bad as AVGN says it is. The other one I got here was Metal Mech. I got Metal Mech because I was looking through Pat's book, a certain NES guidebook, and I was looking through it, and it goes for $9.29. I paid $10, so I pretty much paid the price for it. So that one I didn't save any money on, but it's a $10 game, no big deal. And another thing is, I didn't try to talk anybody down. I kind of took it as is. I kind of trusted what they had, so that's kind of why it's like that. I probably could have negotiated, and I didn't. And a lot of people are like, "Well, that's really stupid." Well, I just kind of trusted it, didn't think too much of it. I was having fun. It was all good. Another game I got was Terminator. This game goes for 15 bucks, and that's exactly what the heck I got it for. There was a little bit of label damage here. I probably could have got it for a little bit cheaper, but like I said, I did not negotiate. Shame on me, but it's all good. Had fun playing it. I streamed it the other day, and it was a lot of fun. Another game I got was Crash and the Boys Street Challenge. This game I never even heard of. I just seen it in Pat's book, so I decided to try it. It looks a lot like River City Ransom, and it was made by Technos, so that makes sense, right? So I got this game for $30, and Crash and the Boys goes for $26.17, so I could have saved some money. But, to be fair, it's a super nice copy. And it was from Captain Retro's friend, and he had already hooked me up, so I took it. I was like, you know what, it's all good. Another game I got was Thunderbirds. Thunderbirds was a TV show, apparently, which I found out the other night going into a stream. But Thunderbirds is $13.67 on price charting. I paid $10, so I saved a few bucks, almost $4 on that. Really good game, and cheap to get. Another game I got that I'm not looking forward to facing. It beat the heck out of Solid Nate, and I'm hoping I can take it on, but I'm going to do a blind playthrough just for him at some point. I have not played it yet, and that is Xanic. I got this from the Video Game Cavern from Robin, and I got this for technically $6 because I traded in some straight garbage, and she gave me $8 for my trade-in. On price charting, it goes for $15, and I got it for technically $6 because I traded in some games. So I'm looking forward to playing this one, and I traded in straight garbage. I mean, Robin was super nice to me. One of them was Mario Duck Hunt, and then it was some beat-up manual I traded in. It was like a manual for WrestleMania or something, and then it was some other super common game. Put it this way, the only reason I was trading in some games is because nobody wanted them. I was like trying to give them away to all my friends, and I couldn't give them away. So that tells you something right there. And another game I got was Castle of Dragon. This is a game that I won on a eBay auction a long time ago, and dude never sent me it. He never sent me it. So Castle of Dragon goes for $12.37 on price charting, and I paid $15. So Megan went and found this one for me. Mega Meg did. And she didn't know, so she picked it up for me, and she brought it to me. It was nice of her to find it. We paid a few extra bucks, or a couple extra bucks. I'm not worried about a couple extra bucks. No big deal. And the last game I got that I paid for, I'll get to that, is Castlevania Adventure. And Castlevania Adventure goes for $9.50 on price charting, and I got it for $10. So I pretty much paid what it's worth, and I'm looking forward to streaming this one. Tried the other night, but it didn't work out. Now I'll get into the things that... Oh, I also paid for this. I'm sorry. I found, for all you guys waiting for me to play frickin' Contra Hardcore, I frickin' got it for $3. I got a Genesis controller. It was like the only one I found at the convention. I don't know if people bought them or whatever, but like nobody had one, which was crazy to me. I was like, what the heck, man? So I bought this for $3, and I don't know if I believe this, so take it for what it is, but I looked it up and I told you I'm going by it. This goes for $7.22 on price charting. And yes, I looked up the 3-button one. Yeah. And it's in good condition. It's not bad. It could use a little bit of cleaning, but not too bad. It feels great. It feels like perfect, so I hope it works great. I have not tested it out yet, so maybe that's why it's $3. Probably doesn't even freaking work like all my other ones. So hopefully I can do that Contra Hardcore No Death run now that I got a good controller. So here we go, and I paid $3 for that. So I saved like $4 or $5 on that. Now to get into what I got for free. Captain Retro knew I was looking before I found that Sega Genesis controller. He had a couple of 6-button controllers. And he goes, here dude, take them. And I said, say what? That's what I literally did. Say what? And I took them. And I was super happy about it. And I don't know if I believe this either, but on price charting it's saying that these things are like $15. I'm going by price charting, dude, so I don't know what controllers go for, but these are in super good condition. They feel really, really nice, and I mean, that's what it says. Let me make sure. Okay, yes, I looked. It says they're $15.82 a piece. That's what they go for on price charting. A 6-button Sega Genesis controller. Okay, I got them for free, so I saved myself apparently like $30. So Captain Retro saved me alone like $50 freaking dollars. So, Captain Retro, thank you. You're the man. You're the man. The game I got from NES Addict. NES Addict got me. Zexels. I don't know how to say it. Zexels. Zexels goes for $10.81 on price charting. I got it for free from Mr. NES Addict. Thank you, NES Addict. You're the man, Jay. You the man. And then the nicest thing happened here. One of the nicest things. A lot of things happened that were nice. So, Generation Gap Gaming met me there. Triple Jizzy Tyler. And me and him were hanging out shopping. And he wanted to buy the box for Dragon's Lair. And he goes, hey Dan, I already got the game loose. How about I go over to Robin's game cavern here and I buy the box, the whole thing complete, and I just give you the loose copy. I said, once again I went, say what? But I said, sure, dude, you don't have to do that. And he's like, hell yeah, dude, I want to give you something. I was like, what? And so I took it. It goes for $17 on price charting. And that homie gave it to me for free. So thank you, Tyler. That is really awesome of you. I appreciate it. You the man with the master plan, and I appreciate it. And J-Love, just because it's right here, tell your mom I'm keeping this. No, I'm kidding. But anyways, guys, the whole premise of me telling you how much everything is worth is I spent, this is not counting the controller, because I understand the Sega controllers were kind of weirdly priced on price charting. I'm pretty sure they don't go for that. But I'm not counting the controllers on the games that I bought. So, I paid $151 total. And according to price charting, all my games are worth $191.58, which means I saved $40.58. So, that's how much I saved there on the games. And keep in mind, I didn't negotiate, I didn't do any of that stuff, and I probably should have, man. I'm just having a good time at conventions, and I like to think that everybody's trying to be decent. So that's something to kind of tell yourself too if you're kind of worried about prices at conventions, is that's not even haggling. That's not even haggling, and that's not even counting my free stuff. Now my free stuff, if I add up everything on price charting, and this is counting the hack too that BP is giving me, Brandon, because that's $40 right there to buy a hack, and he's giving it to me for free because of the trouble. Zexels, like I said, 1081, all that stuff, counting all that stuff down, I saved $99.45 if you count everything. So, in theory, I saved about $130 or so, $140, about $140. So that's pretty good. So if you're ever wondering about going to a convention and you're not sure about, oh, what's the point? By the time I go there and I do this, by the time I go there and do this, it's like, yes, but the experience is a big deal. I can't say that enough. Meeting people, especially if you do YouTube and you make content, there's nothing like meeting some of those people. I know it sounds very cliche, but I'm being honest with you when I say it was one of the best times I've ever had. And I also met Jay from the Game Chasers, and he actually gave me a shirt for free that was $20. So that's not even including that. He just said, "Here, man, you're cool. Take this shirt that I sell for $20." And he gave it to me for free. So I thought that was really cool. I also got the signatures of all my buddies that I meet at the gaming conventions. And this is something I'm working at. Every time I go to gaming conventions, I meet people. I bought this poster a long time ago. Not a long time ago, earlier this year at Midwest Gaming Classic, and I bought this, and I've been having everybody sign their names on it. And it's going to be like a cliche, like a thing I make that I'm going to frame when I'm done, when I've just filled it up and I've met a whole bunch of people, or at least met all the people that I talk to. And I'm going to meet them at Too Many Games here next year, and I'm going to have more people sign it. But dude, it's got everybody on here. I've got Captain Algebra, NES Addict, G3, Tyler, Captain Retro, Your Player 2, Linda and Jen, BP Retropower, Nostalgic Numbnuts, Shady J, Back in the Day Gamer, I mean, Creepy Todd. It's got a whole bunch of NES Addict. It's got a whole bunch of people on here. So I definitely am going to be getting more as I meet you guys at the conventions. So that's a lot of things that, you know, you do things like this that makes it all worth going to the convention for. Not to mention, I went to the convention and I did things like, if you're a creator, Austin was very cool, who was running the convention, and he did things like, hey, make a video about your going and then I'll pay your way in and stuff, and you got some pass. You got this pass over here. It is a media pass, and this actually let me get in for free. It was very cool. Very cool of him. So you get little incentives like that if you're a creator. But if you're just a buyer, if you haggle, I could have easily have saved probably another $20 if I would have haggled everything with price charting. That's probably what they expected me to do, especially like that Terminator that had a little bit of label damage. I probably could have got like $5 off that, and I'm like, hey, $10 for this? And they probably would have took it, man. They were pretty dang cool. They were probably really surprised I was not haggling. Also, if you buy in bulk, I probably could have saved a lot more. I went all NES this year because I just wanted more NES games over here. I still don't think I have enough. I don't know if I'll ever think that, but I didn't have enough to move on to a different system and go towards another system. So there's still a lot of games I want to play on the NES, and a lot of these are those. And I'm working at it. And they were inexpensive. That was kind of my thing to go this year. My goal was to kind of find a bunch of commons. Just a bunch of commons for me to fill my collection with. So, enough talk, guys. I'll have a part 2. Thank you for hanging out. And until next time, see you later.